Hey everybody, Zach and Andrew here. Hope you're having a beautiful day. We are here to discuss something really exciting with you guys. We're going to talk about victim energy today. And this is something we kind of introduced last week. And just something we're really excited to share a little bit more information about. Victim energy can show up in the form of complaining or feeling sorry for ourselves. It's definitely something that can keep you from getting to where you want to be. Andrew's going to tell you a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so, hey Jason. So, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, so, hey Warren. So last time we talked about the 7 levels of energy and basically different mindsets or attitudes that we might be showing up in. And victim energy was level 1, and that's literally the lowest energy to be at. And when we're in this attitude or mindset, we're in a feeling of I lose, no matter what, I lose, the world sucks, all these situations are too hard, I can't overcome them. Even if I do try, I'm still going to lose. And that's what the victim mindset is. And it's a really tough place to be. There's something called the victim loop. And when we're in this victim loop, when we're in this feeling of I lose, first of all, there's part of us that is identifying, hey Blake, good to see you. Hey Mark, there's part of us that identifies with losing and is literally addicted to losing and doesn't want to be proven wrong. And so therefore, it's really scary and really hard to actually put ourselves out there and go for the big win. And whether that's a better career, a great relationship, better health, you name it. Just taking yourself to the next level in a positive way. And So when we're in that victim mindset and feeling like I'm going to lose no matter what, hey Duncan, thanks for the hearts. We're going to be feeling really apathetic. Have you ever felt that? Like when you might want something but you don't think you're going to get it, and so you're just feeling kind of apathetic and not wanting to take action? Mm-hmm. Hey Tim, so when that's happening, you're not going to want to take action. Imagine that. Thanks for the comment, Mark.
Hey Ainsley.
I'm glad these are spot on for you. So then when you don't take action, what do you think your results are going to be?
Right.
You're not going to get it's okay. It's okay, Mark. You're not going to get the results that you want to get. And so then it's just going to provide further evidence that, oh, yep, I'm losing in this big area. So it just feeds that victim energy even more.
Right.
And Zach and I both have been there in really, really big ways.
Yeah, it's definitely can be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, and I can really clearly remember my life growing up. I literally used to think no matter how hard I worked, no matter how smart I got, no matter how hard I tried, I wouldn't have a good career, I wouldn't be happy, and if I found someone that loved me, then that would be amazing, but I wasn't very confident that would happen either. And literally, I remember one of my relationships, we're still friends now, but he used to just tell me, you need to be more positive, you need to be more positive. And I literally acted as if I had a dark rain cloud following me wherever I went. And I was just so negative and so toxic, and it took me a long time to finally pull myself out of there. But once I really started realizing that I do have control, then I was much more motivated to start taking action and really improve my life in so many different ways. And I realized I wasn't a victim to all the physical health issues I was having. I had control over them, even though the doctors told me, oh, you have this diagnosis, it's just the way it is. No, I didn't have to be a victim to that if I chose. And I was able to overcome that once I had that shift. And Zach, he has a big victim story as well.
It's true. And I just wanted to say, if you guys are just joining us now or catching the replay, please give us a heart or a thumbs up. Let us know that you're watching, and we'd love to see your comments down below. So both of us have definitely experienced victim energy from time to time. In fact, every human on the planet has at some point. It's something we all fluctuate between and something we all experience, especially when we're experiencing stress. When almost everyone that I know, when they're experiencing stress, definitely goes straight to victim energy. It's just kind of a natural phenomenon. But how long we stay there can be very different, and that's what's, I guess, very distinguishable. And I've experienced a lot of victim energy in my life. I think the most significant period of just steady victim energy was when I first got out of rehab 5 years ago. It was really a tough time for me. I was just being forced to be sober for the first time, and really able to really clearly see just how fucked up everything was around me. And I say that, and it sounds bad, but just how I guess, yeah, waving victim flag.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah. And it was just, it was a negative time for me, and I was able to really clearly see just how big of a hole I had dug myself into. And I remember feeling completely helpless and hopeless, and therefore I really was. It wasn't until I was really able to start taking responsibility for my actions and really starting to, really own up to what I was doing. And I think realizing that, I had a choice to either stay stuck in this period of inaction, this helpless feeling of just feeling sorry for myself all day where nothing got accomplished, and, basically I would just be a shut-in. Finally I was able to take responsibility, start owning up to my actions, and making the choice that, I don't have to stay in this victim mindset. I actually can explore a whole world of possibility.
Yeah. Hey, Deanne. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, guys.
So it can be a really tough cycle to be in, and both of us suffered from it tremendously, and now we still go down there sometimes, but not nearly as much as we used to, and it's very possible for literally anybody to get to a place, hey Debbie, for anybody to get to a place where you're not sitting in that victim state anymore and caught in that victim loop of inaction and negative mindsets.
Right.
And so it's, as you imagine, it's a lot easier said than done. It really takes working on yourself, and it typically takes way more than just talking to a therapist as well.
Right. And
just being aware of it. But we came up with 4 main steps that we wanted to share with you, and so the first one, hey Polo, the first step is to really take ownership of your life and your situation for where you are, and that can be the hardest thing, but take ownership and responsibility for it, and realize that you have power to get yourself out of it, and that's no matter what is going on in your life. And the second thing is...
I'll do the second one.
Okay.
Be compassionate with yourself. Really, love yourself and be compassionate to yourself and your victim energy. Just acceptance that, and loving yourself, because honestly, you're the one that's really, standing in your own way, and understanding that and giving yourself that love and acceptance can really help you move past it.
Yeah, and to go off of what Zach said, being compassionate to yourself, including that victim side of yourself. Hi, Justine. It's good to see you here. One of my clients recently was really angry about his victim, and we were talking about it. He was like, man, fuck my victim. Fuck it. It's screw my victim. I was like, no, we want to be compassionate to your victim, because if you are really angry at it, then your resistance and anger is just going to go up, and then action is going to be much harder to take.
Right.
And then the third one is hi Scott, good to see you here. The third one is to start to notice when you are in that victim state. If you're starting to feel sorry for yourself, if you're starting to feel like, oh, this person did this to me, and now I'm stuck because of it. Just start noticing when you're having these kinds of thoughts, and think about, how can I think about this differently? What control do I have over this situation?
Right.
Yeah. And the fourth one is pretty simple, but again, easier said than done, is to really just focus on shifting your mindset. start thinking about what can I do differently. Focus on what opportunities do I have instead of what obstacles are causing me to have a sucky life or to have problems in this area. And really starting to work on shifting your beliefs and
Hey, Greg.
from disempowering victim-y beliefs to really empowering beliefs is really the most important thing when it comes to getting out of that victim loop and really start overcoming that we can call it the losing addiction in a certain area or two of your life and really start feeling comfortable and brave enough to really move forward and go after that next level in your life, whatever it might be.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I just want to thank all of you for joining us today. We talked about some really cool stuff. And yeah, just a reminder, victim energy is just one of many state of minds. It's somewhere that we all go from time to time, but not somewhere we have to stay. And I think that's one of the biggest takeaways we really hope that you will get out of this video. So we want to thank you again for watching. Really appreciate you joining us. And we're looking forward to speaking with you again. Hey, Debbie.
Yes, and a really big part of this is shifting your beliefs. And it can mean literally working on rewiring your mindset and your brain. And Scott has...
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, prayers to you, Scott. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Thanks for watching.
And it can take working with a coach or a mentor to really start to move through these if you're wanting to move through these issues sooner rather than later. Mm-hmm. And if that's you and you've been resonating with this, feel free to shoot either of us a message and we can schedule a 15 to 20 minute call and we'd be happy to talk to you about this and see what you can do to really reach that next level in your life.
Right. So, awesome.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. We will see you again soon and bye for now.
Have a beautiful day.